Is this a video that I wanted to make? No. Is this a video that needs to be made? Yes. Because this is a conversation that needs to be made. Because 5 players in the NHL, not 5 players in the NHL, five hockey players. One of them screwed off to Europe. 5 players have been. 5 players have taken leaves of absences for their respective teams. Dylan Dubé, Carter Hart, Michael McLeod, Michael Formanton, and Cal Foote. Now, why is this important? Well, it has to do with the fact that all 5 of them were on the much maligned in 2018 Hockey Canada Juniors team. Now, what? Now, just for a little bit of context, next, back in 2022, allegations were made against this team for sexual assault in a hotel room in London, Ontario. Amid these allegations, the entire Hockey Canada board of directors stepped down, and which first of all is not a great look. Instead of working diligently to try and rectify a situation that has come up, you decide to just throw in the towel and like that. But these allegations came out in 2022, and within the year, the entire Hockey Canada board of directors stepped down. And ultimately, the allegation now nothing has been confirmed as to whether or not these were 5 of the players who were involved in this, because from all accounts this is not only were there 8 players involved in this, not 5, but none of the players were named. None of the players were named, and so the only thing that we have to really get all of the, and so the idea that all 5 of these players are the perpetrators in this is entirely conjecture based off of a correlation of events, which I mean, correlation is not causation, but at the same time, it kind of makes yourself look guilty as hell. At least where this is concerned. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't expect much to come out of this. I really don't, and I'll tell you why. And I feel comfortable sharing this story because I mean, not only because my friend who this happened to had shared it themselves. So one of my friends, Grace Roberts, she is half of the No All Goals No Misses podcast. I will link their podcast in the description below. But they were part of a hockey. They were part of a sports podcast / writing network called Primetime Productions. I had wanted to work for them for a little while. I no longer want to do so. Like they were at the top of my wish list, and ever since I've learned about this, just plummet down to absolute 0 on this one. So what happened? With this? Grace several months ago was assaulted. Plain and simple. She was drugged and assaulted, and within and as a result no All Goals No Misses did not record for a little bit. During this time, they were pestered by the higher ups at Primetime Productions to make content after in such close proximity to a traumatizing event such as this. Yes, and after about 2 months or so of fighting with Primetime Productions, they about this particular issue, they decided no more, and they did not want to, and they didn't want to work with them anymore. And that sort of leads to the main premise of this. Yes, if an organization is not committed to prioritizing their workers' safety and well-being, then that organization should be held accountable for everything wrong that they have done. I mean, all organizations should be held accountable for everything wrong they have done. But how does this relate to hockey? Because it keeps happening. It keeps happening. My friend gets assaulted, and she's the one punished for it. Players assault a woman in a hotel room. Not only are they pretty much granted anonymity, but nothing of substance happens to them. And probably the most damning of it all. Well, a player gets assaulted. Like this is the moment that I knew. The moment that this came out, this news came out about the 2018 World Junior team. I knew that nothing of substance was going to happen because of what happened to Kyle Beach. 10 years of that being covered up by an organization. The abuse of one of their own freaking players. One of their own goddamn players gets assaulted by someone in their organization, and not only does that man pretty much get off scot-free, but the organization gets fined a paltry $2 million. $2 million. Which is insulting enough as it is, but to just make it even worse, the Devils get fined like a month later $3 million for circumventing the cap. When will this fucking end? When will we start to prioritize when will we start to prioritize the safety of others and holding people accountable? When will we start to prioritize that over the bottom line? When? There is very little that is, and trust me, sorry only works like once or twice. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And that's exactly what's happening here. Like this isn't even the first. This isn't even the first time allegations such as this is coming against Hockey Canada this century. 2003, there was massive evidence of sexual assault in their World Junior team. Nothing of substance really happened. Kyle Beach gets assaulted. His abuse gets covered up for 10 years. 10 years. And nothing of value happens. Nothing of value happened. And on top of that, the league pretty much gifts them the first overall pick and not just a stacked draft, but a stacked draft that has a generational talent to it. Yeah, that's a great way to sweep things under the rug. And then this happens, and you know how they sweep this under the rug? NHL Public Relations didn't tweet out anything about this happening. They didn't tweet out. They didn't tweet out the fact that Dubé, Hart, Foote, and McLeod all took leaves of absences at very essentially the same time. They didn't cover that. They covered the fact that the owner of the Utah Jazz NBA team wanted to bring an expansion NHL team to Salt Lake City. Fuck this! Oh shit. Fuck this! The damage that I just caused to the ceiling of my dorm is fucking worth it. It's fucking worth it because the $65 that it's going to take to repair that, $65. 65. It's just a little bit out of the wallet. You can pay for that. You can't pay to cover up a sexual assault. You can't. You can dish out as many settlements as you want. It doesn't and nothing will be able to recover it. And to ignore one of the most high profile scandals in recent hockey history, with the announcement of the concept of an expansion team to Salt Lake City. There are no words to describe how viscerally disgusted I am with the NHL, with the NHL's PR, with Hockey Canada, and with all of it. And I swear to God, people need to stop saying, "Oh, my team lost a good player in this." Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. To place the on ice to care more about the on ice product of your team and the ramifications of a sexual assault. To place that over the actual over the ramifications of what this sexual assault actually means is beyond selfish, beyond stupid. So don't fucking do that. Don't complain about a player on your team having to take a leave of absence. Because, well, first of all, because they fucked up. The fact that the Flames decided to say Dubé was leaving for mental health reasons is beyond asinine. And I'll give the Devils this: they announced the McLeod leave of absence with no by just saying he took a leave of absence and nobody's commenting on it. But still, if you're going to position your team's well-being in the standings of a season over the well-being of a victim of sexual assault, then I don't know what word describes you better than callous. Than narcissistic, than vile. And yes, I am calling you a bad person if you're saying, "Oh, my team lost a good player." Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. This is is hockey culture is this is just so ingrained into hockey culture that that nothing of value is going to happen. Nothing of value is going to happen in this whole fiasco. Oh, and the only thing I could hope for, is that the woman who was assaulted. I hope she gets I hope she's able to take the recourse necessary to. And I can only hope that any players involved in this rot in hell. And that's going to be it for me for now. There's still a game to be played. And tonight, and I still will be talking about it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys after the Bruins and Hurricanes game. Take care.